a stolen beer, a routine traffic stop, and one fatal decision that would destroy 2 lives forever. What you're about to witness is one of the most controversial police shootings in New Mexico history, where a 36-year-old man dies over a $3 Budweiser and an officer's split-second choice lands him behind bars facing nearly a decade in prison. But here's the twist. The jury couldn't even agree if it was murder or self-defense. Was this a justified use of force, or did this cop cross the line? Buckle up, because this body cam footage is about to get intense.
What's going on, man?
I was messing with my door.
What's up?
I was messing with my door window.
Okay, what's the deal with the people inside?
Nothing. So I walked into the store.
Uh-huh.
With a beer in my hand.
With a beer in your hand?
Yeah.
Okay.
I walked out with a beer in my hand.
Okay.
Look at your camera. He said, I'm going to check the camera. I said, check the camera.
So you went inside with the beer?
Yeah.
Okay, can I get your ID real quick so I can go talk to them and check the video out?
I don't have my ID on me. You know what I'm saying? That's why the whole thing is that I wanted to buy a pack of cigarettes. And I didn't have my ID on me. My stuff had gotten stolen on the Greyhound, right?
Okay.
So I was trying to show him, like, look, I have beer.
Yeah.
I have a digital, you know what I'm saying? I have the beer means I'm 21. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and then he said that, and he started acting like a for no reason. You know what I'm saying? He's like, call them. Like, call them. They're going to come and look at their drivers.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet, so, I mean,
you know what I'm saying? So,
bear with me.
You're going to see. You're going to go in there and look.
Where's the beer at right now?
Honestly, I don't even know. I was pissed off. I was walking
What's your name, man? Pete?
Yeah.
What's your last name, Pete?
Ezra.
Huh? E-Z-E-R? You said that's your ID? Out of Texas or what? I can't hear you, man. Okay. You have your driver's license, man? Let me get it real quick. And a form, I mean, if he's in the wrong, he's in the wrong. That's what I'm trying to figure out, okay? What was the beer anyways? Budweiser, the 16 ouncer or a 40 ounce or what? Alright, hang tight. Let me go in there, see what I got in there, and I'll be right back, okay? Don't take off, obviously I got your ID. Simple as that. I'll be back. What's up? I'll see if he wants to. I can't make him, you know that. But let me go talk to them, alright? Did he come in with that or not? Because he's claiming he did. Did he come in with it or not? Okay, give me 1 second. Hey, so who did you hand the beer off to when you came outside? Him? Because they said you passed off the beer when you came outside.
Oh yeah. I don't even want it.
I apologize, ma'am. I didn't need
Yeah, as soon as I get somebody over here, I'm gonna go in there and check them out, alright? So hang tight, okay? What's up?
Is it possible I can go buy cigarettes?
Just hang tight, let me talk to them and get things figured out, okay? Where do you have an ID out of, Pete? Out of where? I can't hear you. Connecticut? Like I said, I'm waiting for somebody to get here so I can go inside and check out the cameras. I understand that. I'm in the same boat. I'm standing outside my car, man. I've got all this stuff on.
You can handcuff me and bring me in there with you.
We don't need to go that route.
That's better than doing this.
We don't need to go that route right now. Spell your last name again for me, Pete.
E-S-E-R.
E-S-E-R. Out of Connecticut, right? What year? Alright. I understand the time, man. As soon as he gets here, I'm going inside. We'll get this all sorted out, alright? last name spelling of Edward Sam, Edward Robert, and it's going to be out of Connecticut. What?
Yeah, it's still showing a record on file out of Connecticut with the Edward Sam, Edward Robert.
Officer Lunsford runs the information again with the same result and waits for backup to arrive before confronting the suspect.
Stop the front passenger. He's not coming back on file. Claiming he went in there with the beer and had it, and they accused him of taking the beer. So I got to go inside and see whether or not they have any camera footage. I just poked my in real quick to ask if he came in once, they said he did. So I'm just going to be the passenger for now until I can punch it to the ID. And I've got the driver's ID. There's a guy in the back passenger right side. So. Alright, Pete, do me a favor, step out. Step out for me, please.
No, I don't really want to get out.
Okay, I'm not asking you right now. Step out for me.
Hold on. Why?
No.
Can I know why?
Because you're not coming back on file, man.
Hey,
step out of the car.
Can I know why?
Because you're not coming back on file for me.
What does that mean?
Step out. You're not coming back on. You can't figure out who you are.
Listen.
Hey,
What do you mean you can't figure out who I am?
Because it's not coming back on file. You better come out now, dude.
Take my phone.
Hey.
Okay.
You gonna cooperate or what?
I'm gonna cooperate.
Okay. Put your stuff down and get out.
Can you stop holding me? Can you stop touching me?
I don't want you reaching for anything, man.
I'm not reaching.
As the situation begins to escalate, one officer later said he noticed a knife in the man's lap. Let's continue.
Anything. I'm not reaching for anything.
Okay, step out.
Okay. I'm not reaching for anything. I'm not reaching for anything.
Dude, stop. Turn around.
Okay. Turn around.
Hey, 5-9-10-3. Stay in the fucking car.
Okay, watch me. Stop it.
As the three struggle on the ground, a gas station employee captures the altercation on his cell phone. Police.
Keep your hands up!
You good? Yeah. You're not hurt?
No.
All right.
Step out with your hands up! Open the door from the outside!
Yeah, one right behind you. All right. We're gonna be facing northbound on the gas station, northbound. Central Stage Fire 55, University, and El Paso.
Watch towards me, over here. Over here, keep going. Stop, turn around.
I'm not sure, where's the third guy at?
Back right passenger.
Back right. No, we have.
Is that my head bleeding or what? No. Oh, yeah. Huh? You good? Okay. Good, man. Just my head. You good? I'm good, yeah. You get hit?
No. I thought I got shot, so I didn't. As long as you're okay.
Let me get photos of you.
Officer Lunsford checks on the other officer moments after the shooting before even more backup arrives.
Who's the ball?
Once the fire comes
Yeah?
Brad, you okay?
I can't hear you really.
Okay, are you good?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
A little bit, yeah.
Did you shoot?
Yeah.
We can start setting
Okay.
up interviews.
All right, man. Let's go ahead and go over to my unit. How many shots were fired, bro? Just one? Anybody outstanding?
No, we've got the two that were inside the vehicle. We got passenger out to detain him because he wasn't coming back on file for the shoplifting.
Okay, you don't need to tell me anything, man. You don't need to tell me anything. Just let's go to my unit. I'll stand by with you. Nobody else shot that you know of?
No.
Okay. That's my unit right there, man. You can stand by, you can sit down or whatever. Can you go check and make sure no one else shot? Because Brad's the only one who said he did.
Okay.
He said he fired once. That was it.
You're gonna stay with him?
Yeah.
Is this for right now? What up? Is that for right now? No. You have any you struck, punched, slapped? Get this 771, 743.
We're staging area for CID.
Can you face that way from us?
We're going to be setting it up next to the Econo Launch.
Yeah, we got it. It's over. Just so you know, I thought about that.
No. Don't make any problems. Serious. It's your union advice.
Just so you can teach.
Okay.
And then if CIG wants to have it, add it to the whole thing. Just to show your
Next, investigators head inside to speak with witnesses.
Go ahead. Did you guys see what happened?
I saw everything. Man.
You saw everything? Did you see anything?
I didn't hear. I just saw the guy on the floor, like on top of the cop. After that, I heard a gunshot.
So, were you a little bit more composed and you were able to tell me what you saw?
Yes, I was. I was watching the officer. I don't know who the officer, who was the one in that unit, the first one behind the subject's car.
Okay.
And I was watching him, and I told him, I looked at my coworker, and I said, he's backing up. Something's going on. Something spooked him, and that's why we have the people in the back. And so another unit showed up right behind that unit, and they were approaching the subject. The subject started fighting with the two officers. The male subject, the black subject, took him down, just wrestling. And I don't know if he was trying to go for the other officer's gun or he had him in a chokehold.
The initial officer?
Yes.
So the subject was on top of the officer?
Yes. And the other officer, I don't know if he was trying to go for the other officer's gun that he had in a chokehold or what, but the other officer pulled out his gun and he just shot him, and I was like, that's what I saw.
The officer and behind him?
Yeah.
So there was the officer on the ground, and then
I think it was the bald-headed
subject
officer on the ground that was getting wrestled, and the other officer was trying to help him.
If you can kind of just give us as much you saw, detail as much you saw what's
So
going
I
on.
was actually the one who called about the guy because he came in, tried to buy a pack of cigarettes. I told him I needed to see an ID. He didn't have one. He walked out. I thought that was the end of it. I saw him walk up to the car. He called another guy. The other guy came in. Same thing. I was like, sorry, I can't do it. It's a second-hand purchase. Right. No issues. He walked out. A while after, another guy comes in. And I saw him go around the Ramada, and then when eventually he came out this way, same thing. Told him, can't, second-hand purchase. And then after a while, I just see both of them walk by. So I was like, okay, that's better for me. I don't get in trouble. No sale. And then I completely gave out on that. See, the first suspect coming back again. He goes back to the beer, but I know he doesn't have an ID. So I see him walk out. He casually walks out with a Budweiser. I go and I ask him, hey, you need to come back and pay for this. And then he tells me, well, suck on this and pay for it. I'm like, okay, you know what, whatever. I walked out, came in here. My boss was still here. She's like, no, just call the cops. And then the cops showed up. And then I just went on about it, dealing with the customers. And all of a sudden, she comes in, she starts having issues to like pay.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I hear a gunshot. That's when Alfonso was like, oh, he got shot in the head. I went into panic mode for them. I made sure I got them to the back. After that, I just completely freaked out.
And you asked him to come back in, but what did he tell you?
To suck it and pay for it.
The subject on the passenger side to take him out, and he was fighting with them. And we found out they were wrestling him down. They wrestled him down, and something happened with one of the cops. I know he's bald, and it looked like he had him in a chokehold, had the officer in a chokehold. And the officer pulled out his service weapon and shot him. Because I think he was trying to pull that officer's gun, or the officer was already losing conscious. Like he was probably already going down. And the officer had no choice. He used deadly force and shot him.
Back outside, detectives get a chance to speak with the driver.
You want to talk to me? Tell me what happened, Mar?
I gotta hear your side of the story of it, huh? Okay? Okay, so we're gonna start slow and just kind of back up how we got here, okay? So you said to me earlier that, remember I tried to ask you this guy what his name was, and you said his name was Slim, right? Slim? They call him Slim? Okay. And where did you meet him at? Okay.
He wouldn't give me, I guess, I didn't know his name. Then, you know, they were asking him, call him Pete or something.
Who's asking what?
They were asking for names. I gave him my name, and then they asked him for his.
Who's they?
The police.
The police officers?
Yeah.
Why do you think the cops are talking to him?
Because I guess he had an altercation. I didn't even realize that he had an altercation with the clerk about something about beer.
Something about beer with the clerk inside?
Yeah, so I didn't even know that was like the case. He was like, hey, can we go? And I was like, dude, I'm trying to put this door panel on. He's like, well, the cops are here. I'm like, well, what's that have to do with us? Like, I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? So I then find out that, like, the cop walked up. He's like, so which one of y'all have an altercation with the guys inside? I'm like, I don't know. I was like, he's like, and then he starts telling him, like, well, I had a beer, and when I got here, or something like that, he opened up a beer or something, and him and, like, the clerk were, like, having words back and forth or something. I don't know. At this time, I'm messing with the door panel.
Did Slim pay for the beer?
He had it from earlier, yeah. So
no, but
he showed up with it. It wasn't, he didn't buy it here.
Oh, really?
He already had it. It's like it's a 3-pack of, like, 16 or something.
Let's rewind to shortly after the incident, when another officer detains the backseat passenger.
What did I do? Stop you! Are you gonna be stupid? I'm not stupid. What are you talking about?
Hey, when I just got,
I didn't do nothing.
Van Valley.
You keep pulling away, it's gonna make it so much worse. Now I'll put you on the floor, you keep acting up. I don't know whose unit this is. I don't got the keys for it. Hey bro, no, you're good, you're good. Huh? Where is this unit is? I'm not sure who it is. Because my unit's all down the street. Good man? Yes sir. He's just acting up stupid. Yeah, mine's all the way in the street, dude. Or, no, I'll take him in the street, dude. Those are mine, dude. What are you on?
What am I on?
Yeah. Are you on those pills that are in your bag? Why were you acting stupid? Someone, your friend just got shot, and you're acting the way you were acting.
No, honestly.
Okay, so you come out with your hands down and not being cooperative.
They were up. My hands were up. I swear, my hands were up, man.
Later that night, another potential witness approaches police.
You had a question, and so you decided to cross the tape and ask your question? Okay.
I was in the gas station, I think, when the guy...
Did anybody speak to you?
No. I was it a black male that got shot?
So you said you were there, right?
I seen him. There was a guy stealing beer when I was there.
Okay.
And he come out, and then I sat and watched him in my truck for like 10 minutes. And he was acting goofy, and then he went around the building.
Okay.
I was just wondering if...
Give us 1 second. We'll see if anybody needs to speak to you.
So I watched him for like 10 minutes, and I watched the guy that attended question him if it's the same guy.
Okay.
Days later.
He had a warrant out for his arrest. That's why he wasn't coming back on file. That's why he wasn't wanting to be detained. So I tell him, I'm not asking you to get out. You need to get out. He still kind of went back, holding his arms against his body. So I grabbed his right arm and tell him to step out. He's asking why, and I'm telling him why. You're not coming back on file at all. I'm not getting a return. And he keeps asking why, and he's not complying. Officer Arp asks him, well, are you going to comply? He says, yeah, I'm going to comply, but he's not doing it. So as we're trying to get him out of the vehicle, you could see underneath that wad of the water can, he's got a knife on his lap. So Officer Arbogast goes around the neck as we're pulling him out. His arm hits Officer Arbogast's hand as he's trying to take him out. So we get him out of the vehicle, and he starts moving himself towards the back of the SUV. As he does that, he grabs the rear passenger door handle and tries to open it, and there's the right rear passenger. So I tell the rear passenger to stay inside the vehicle, which he does. So we're trying to maintain control of the suspect, and like I said, due to his size, it was not possible for us to do. His arms were up towards the top of the SUV on points where I can reach him. I grab onto his belt at one point to try to maintain some type of control because that was the only thing available to me to try to hold on to. So Officer Arbogast, he wraps his arms around the suspect's waist, so his back is towards Officer Arbogast, and I guess the best way to describe it is Officer Arbogast does basically a suplex where he falls back with the suspect. Officer Arbogast hits his head on the ground as suspect lands on top of Officer Arbogast, and the suspect kind of rolls up in a ball from the momentum of being thrown back. So all his weight is on top of Officer Arbogast. So after they fall to the ground, the suspect flips around on top of Officer Arbogast, and he's mounted him at this point. And as we're struggling to try to control him, which we're not really being able to do, he's saying, "Stop it," in a calm voice, not frantic, he's not trying to get up and run away or anything like that. He's holding himself down on top of Officer Arbogast as I've got both my arms trying to pull him off of him. And he's not moving. He's pushing down on Officer Arbogast. At one point, he hits him in the face, trying to create distance between him and Officer Arbogast. And I could see him from where I'm at, standing behind both of them, that he's now looking at Officer Arbogast's duty belt. He first reaches down to the gun side of his belt, and he can't get anything from there. So he keeps at it. We're trying to fight to control him. He's still looking down at his belt. He sees the taser. I can see out of the corner of his eye how he's looking at it. He sees the taser handle. Obviously, it's bright yellow, so he can see it fairly easy. And it's on the opposite side of his gun. So the taser handle is out towards the suspect. So he tries to take it once, and he's not able to. And then the second time he tries to take it, he ends up taking the taser. I say taser once as it pulls the taser from Officer Arbogast's holster. And he's holding it up, and he's trying to work the safety. I can actually see his fingers trying to work the safety of the taser. So I say taser once as he has it, and at that point, it wasn't a struggle to try to detain him. It was a struggle for Officer Arbogast's life and my life at that point. That was my concern, was he was going to use that taser to severely injure Officer Arbogast or to incapacitate him to try to gain access to his gun, because that's what he initially went for. So I knew that the situation wasn't going to be a good ending if it went any further. So I had to end up taking my duty weapon out. I put it to the back of his head, the suspect, so I was still cognizant of where Officer Arbogast was, because I was concerned for his safety. So I ended up placing it directly to the back of his head, downward and to the right, to avoid shooting Officer Arbogast in the process. I fired one round into the back of his head. Suspect falls on top of Officer Arbogast. I yell out to Officer Arbogast because he does it. He says, "What?" He's trying to figure out what's going on. I yell out, "Took your taser." And he gets out from underneath him. We back up because we still have the driver and the rear passenger inside of the vehicle. So we're kind of standing out in the open, and so I eventually tell Officer Arbogast, "Let's go to my unit so we have some type of cover." We still don't,
All right, let's break down everything that just happened here, because this case is absolutely loaded with controversy. Officer Brad Lunsford responded to what should have been one of the most routine calls in law enforcement, a shoplifting incident over a stolen Budweiser worth maybe $3, just a typical day at a gas station in Las Cruces, New Mexico. But the moment Presley Ease gave officers a false name and his identification didn't check out in the system, this entire situation took a dark and deadly turn that nobody saw coming. Now, here's where things get complicated and where the legal battle really begins. According to Officer Lunsford's testimony, when they tried to detain Eze for providing false information, he immediately became combative and refused to comply. During the struggle, Lunsford claims he spotted a knife on Eze's lap, which escalated the threat level significantly. Then, as both officers wrestled Eze to the ground, Lunsford says Eze mounted his partner, Officer Argus, and reached for his duty belt, first going for the firearm, and when he couldn't get it, he successfully grabbed the bright yellow taser. In that split second, with his partner pinned on the ground and a suspect now armed with a conducted energy weapon, Lunsford made the decision to draw his service weapon and fire one fatal shot to the back of Eze's head. From Lunsford's perspective, he believed his partner's life was in immediate life-threatening danger and he had no other choice, but here's where the prosecution and the state of New Mexico strongly disagreed. Special agents with the New Mexico Attorney General's office conducted an extensive investigation and concluded that Lunsford's use of lethal force was, quote, not reasonable under the circumstances. They argued that other, less lethal options were available, whether that was deploying another taser, using pepper spray, calling for additional backup, or even continuing the physical struggle to disarm Eze without resorting to deadly force. The question at the heart of this case is simple but devastating. Was a taser, a less lethal weapon, really enough of a threat to justify a fatal headshot? A jury heard all the evidence, watched this exact body cam footage, and ultimately found Brad Lunsford guilty of voluntary manslaughter, which carried a potential sentence of up to 9 years in state prison. But then, in a shocking twist that stunned everyone following this case, a judge granted Lunsford a new trial due to issues with juror misconduct. So now this entire case is back in legal limbo, and as of now, a new trial date hasn't even been set. The big question remains unanswered. Was Brad Lunsford a cop who made an impossible split-second decision to save his partner's life in a chaotic life-or-death struggle? Or did he unnecessarily escalate a minor shoplifting call into a fatal shooting that never should have happened over a stolen beer? That's the question we're leaving you with today. Do you think the shooting was justified, or did Officer Lunsford cross the line? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear your perspective on this. If you found this breakdown as intense and thought-provoking as we did, smash that like button, share this video with anyone interested in police accountability and use of force cases, and don't forget to subscribe for more real-life body cam breakdowns where we dive deep into the split-second decisions that change lives forever. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.